impacted my ideal experience because typically when you're davening, at least before I took ATS, you say the Hebrew words and you're thinking more about your day than what you're actually saying. And whether if it's the morning, you're thinking about the test that's coming up next period. But what ATS, among other things, taught me to do is to focus on the words that I'm saying, at the very least, the English, and then to think about how that relates to my day. Sometimes when we're davening, you might only think about just the English and you'll say, okay, I'm just going to say the English, but then what? And ATS taught me when I'm thinking about that test that's coming up, you don't need to put it out of the back of your head. But what you can do is use that and use davening to integrate the two to a certain extent and use the davening to help you in whatever way is necessary at that time. So if you have a test, when you're saying Oshrei, think about how, for example, how you can become close to God, like in that line, Karov Hashem El Kacha, whoever calls out to God can be close to him. And that way, think about how you're doing that by studying for your Talmud test and learning Talmud. So things like that. The other thing it taught me that I think was there are also very specific things that we learned about each tefillah that I could say, but I think that was really one big idea. And another really big idea was just taking a second before or a minute before and after davening to think about your goal in terms of what you want to accomplish before and after davening. That was big for me. What we learned a certain Gemara that said there was a rabbi who either before or after he would daven, he would sit for an hour just to process and think about davening or think about how he's going to allow that shape his day. And for me, that was a really incredible lesson. So that was something I started doing at some point after Mincha, was just sitting for a couple minutes and thinking about what I had said and how I can allow that to impact my day. And we also spoke more generally about each part of davening, being Shachrit, Mincha, Maariv, and what that means to us. So Shachrit is allowing yourself to outline your day and think about how you're going to want to take your values that you've discussed in davening or your goals you set on davening and how you want to implement them the rest of your day. Whereas Mincha is more of a check-in for you in the middle to see, hey, am I doing that? Or able to reflect on your day and take whatever you messed up on and fix it. Think about how you can fix it for the next day.